demise. Was for your demise.
Well, they didn't create nothing. All they did was took what we did naturally and weaponized it against us.
There you go. Gratitude for the correction. But yes, everything is an issue for us. If you know that your skin is the largest organ, anything that touch your skin 20 minutes after it's in your bloodstream. Once it hits your bloodstream, it hits your liver to process it. If your liver is fucked up, your body cannot function. Think of that word alone, liver. Live, right? So you cleanse the liver, you cleanse the body. And they know that, but you don't. Think about the points that they got you using perfume. They got you using it here, they got you using it on your wrist, and they got you using it on your chest. Those are where your lymph nodes sit. You clog those, you clog the body.
Yeah, so the lymphatic system is a system that detoxifies the body using glandular secretions. The liver is the major cleansing organ of the body. If you clean the liver, it makes the rest of the body function properly. So they don't ever tell you about the cleansing of the liver. And the number one side effect in our community from a congested liver is called portal hypertension, that they give you metformin and other high blood pressure medications to combat instead of cleaning your liver. Because when they clean the liver, it gets rid of the problem at the source. Then the problem can't proliferate. And the diabetes is a chromium and vanadium deficiency that affects the pancreas.
Yes, yeah.
And also, if the liver is congested, you can't properly metabolize what we call trace minerals into the body in order to feed these secondary organs to do their function. So when the chromium and vanadium is not properly assimilated into the body, the pancreas say, well, and I ain't got no gas, so I can't drive to Detroit. So by the time I get halfway there, I'm going to run out of gas, and you on your own at that point. You're going to have what they call high blood pressure. I mean, high sugar, hypoglycemia.
Yeah, yeah. But,
right.
Go ahead, my apologies.
Yeah. So all of the cleansing, the liver, flushing the kidneys, and the intestines is the main ones. Once you've cleaned them, now you have to do a heavy metal cleanse. If you do the heavy metal cleanse first, it's backwards, because the heavy metal cleanse can't cleanse the metals because the organs is congested. So they got you chasing your tail trying to find your way out.
Yep. Yep. And see, this is why it's so important of why we're using these systems wrong. We're using this internet wrong. We worried about all the wrong shit when we need to be connecting with one another and getting these frequencies, getting these messages so we know how to move. The best place that you're in is a confused state that benefits them. They want you in a confused state, because as long as you're in a confused state, you're not going to be doing the right things. You're not going to be, like he's just explained, cleansing the body properly, right? We just think like, everybody thinking like, oh, all we hear is metals. All we hear is mercury. That's detrimental to the body. But you don't know that you have to clean those vital organs before you can even get the metals out. They have you
now,
from the top.
Now, the irony of the metals is that they all are usable in the body in a proper proportion. Right? So they got us taking something called iron oxide to put iron in our body. It's a ferrous oxide is what they give us. And ferrous oxide is rust. That means that it's the iron that's already been used, because the body has to oxidize it in the system in order to utilize it and causes it to function. So if the body can't convert the metals, you can't use them. And if your major organs are congested, you can't convert it.
Yep.
It's basic health.
Yep. And when you think about most carbonated people, what is the main thing that we deal with is iron deficiency, right? And the iron does what? Carry the oxygen through the blood. And so if your body is not carrying the oxygen through the blood properly, you're already messed up, right? And so then what do? You go to the doctor, let them draw your blood. Then they tell you, oh, you're lacking iron. They give you iron pills, but that's not the right iron that your body needs. So they're always going to keep you at a disadvantage. They're always going to
Yep.
keep you at a disadvantage. Somebody mentioned sanitizer. Sanitizer dries you out. It's an alcohol. It dries you out. It dries your skin. It dries your organ. Stop using that shit.
I like the good old fashioned bar soap.
There you go.
Wash my motherfucking hands with some soap and water.
Yep. So it's like, you know, everything, like we just got to get up out of these non-caring ways. We got to get back into to ourselves and learning how to truly care for ourselves. It's not their responsibility to make you well. That's why they never make you well. If you got well when you went to the doctor, you wouldn't have a fucking prescription.
Listen, I don't care what method they use to try to get you well. It's all in the end the placebo effect. The mind got to heal the body. All they need is something to distract the anomaly for the mind to go to work to heal it.
Somebody said, what do you take to get the proper iron? Kale. You can do kale, you can do romaine, you can do the anything that grows in nature is what.
Yep, spinach. Yep, you can. Spinach is really rich in iron. Also, all of those seaweeds they be eating in Asia. That's why they brains be on crack over there, because they be using those iron rich foods. And they also use in their natural daily day cooking, they use the foods that cleanse the body and the foods that nourishes the body, and they use them in conjunction one with the other. So they in the process of continuous cleansing and continuous replenishing the nutrients in their diet like we used to. They replace the bison non-saturated fat with bovine saturated fat, which clogs the brain and gives the condition that we call Alzheimer's and dementia, because it's called a plaque buildup in the brain. But the plaque is the saturated fat that the molecule, once it gets in the brain and the white blood cells attack it, there's no way for it to get it out. So what do? It becomes hard and encrusted between the brain cells. Mm-hmm. And then it interferes with the exchange of information between synapse to synapse in the brain.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, brother. I thank you for bringing me up. I don't want to take time away from nobody else, but again, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of the brothers, and then I'm gonna wrap this up.
All right, gratitude to you. I don't know how.
You too, sister. I got you.
Okay.